What are shares of bank stock worth? By www.profitabletradingtips.com. Bank stocks lead market higher in mixed trading was a market news headline the other day. So, what are shares of bank stock worth these days? During the financial meltdown 2 years ago, the federal government had to step in with a massive and historic bailout in order to keep financial markets and U.S. banks afloat. Now we see that banks are leading the market higher. Not only, what are shares of bank stocks worth today, but, with the U.S. government being paid off and leaving their director seats behind, what are shares going to be worth in the future? The other part of the news, the mixed trading part, may give us a clue. Mixed trading means that there is confusion over market direction. Fundamental and technical analysis data are mixed, with equal indication of up and down stock movement in the near future. The fact that there is mixed trading this far into the economic recovery tells us that traders are not at all sure as to the strength of the recovery or the direction of the market. We saw recently that Citibank has paid off a substantial portion of its bailout money by buying back stock from the U.S. Treasury. For that matter, trading the GM IPO was profitable for those who anticipated its popularity and the run-up in stock price as the IPO came down to the wire. The old saying was that as GM went, so went the nation. That, perhaps, was truer when GM was the world's largest corporation and largest automaker, but it still is a measure of the recovery of the U.S. economy that GM is getting back on its feet. The point of mentioning GM is simply that they are selling more cars because credit is loosening and there is more cash in people's pockets. That cash tends to find its way to banks as savings or as payment on debts. Mixed trading in the stock market or not, what are shares of bank stocks going to do in the near future? If you believe the generally improving economic reports, you will believe that banks will prosper and that bank shares will rise in value. The problem, short term, is that one promising jobs report is followed by a, less positive than anticipated, retail sales report, which is then forgotten, as business inventories are shown to be depleted, from apparently stronger sales. In the end, it has been strong corporate earnings that have driven the market higher. So, what are shares of bank stock going to do? Watch bank earnings and find out. An addendum to our wondering just what are shares of bank stocks going to do, is the fact that banks like Citigroup are truly international organizations. Watching U.S. data gives the trader only part of the picture. As countries like Brazil and China see their industrial production figures go up, and find that their consumers are buying in larger numbers, it shows us that not all meaningful activity is in the USA. Watching how the real, of Brazil and yuan, of China are doing in forex trading, will be useful as an indicator of economic strength of other nations, and a predictor of overseas profits of multinational, US-based banks. How start day trading international bank stocks profitably will require an international perspective. For more insights and useful information regarding stock, options, commodities, and futures trading, visit www.profitabletradingtips.com.